Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lou, and this is a lesson to help you complete your 3-paragraph essay outline. And for this lesson, we're specifically working on the body paragraph. So you'll need to make sure that you have this document open. And you're going to need to have your leveled comprehension questions open and scroll down to level 2 questions. And if you're in my class, I suggest you also open the example of what I wrote, and I have this posted inside the same assignment. And you will notice that I have scaffolded these 2 questions a little bit more, so I'm going to go over that with you. Now, your document for these leveled questions, you should have the level 1 questions all answered, and then you should have copied what I had for this level. We're on level 2 questions, and this is going to be my example as I work through the essay. And this is not for you to be using because I'm doing it as an example. What you're going to do is pick one of these 2 questions, and you're going to be writing based on one of these 2 questions. Now, you should have picked either question 2 or question 3. If you feel like you want to change which one you picked before and switch, that's fine. But I'm going to talk about question 2. If you don't want to listen to the question 2, then you can skip ahead until I start talking about question 3. And if you do want to listen to question 2, then you can skip the part where I'm talking about question 3. It's really important to do a good job with these questions because it's going to be the basis for your body paragraph. So what you can see I've done here is I took this first question, what is the significance of Harrison's appearance? What does his appearance symbolize? And I broke it down a little bit more. And you'll see that I have supporting detail number 1 and A and B here. A says, find a quote or several short quotes about how Harrison is described, both physically and intellectually. So this is when you need to go back to the text. If you don't have your folder with you, I have posted the text online in this assignment, and you need to find some quotes about how he looks physically and how he is intellectually. This would be without the handicaps. And then, based on what you've written here, you'll say, what does Harrison symbolize in the story? So remember, in the story, the community or the society is all about everything being equal. So what does Harrison, without those handicaps, what does he symbolize in the story? So these 2 are going to help you when you get over to the outline for the quote and the analysis. Now, if you have at least one of the supporting details, remember the supporting detail includes context, the quote, and the analysis. So if you have at least one, that's going to help you pass and the summative, but it's better to have 2 supporting details. So for the next supporting detail, you're going to find a quote about how the HG men tried to handicap Harrison. And then you're going to get a quote. And if you're on page 8, you should be able to get quotes for both of these, as far as page 8 in the handout that's in your folder. The second part of the second supporting detail is, what does Harrison, with all of the handicaps, symbolize in the story? So then you have to think about him versus when he doesn't have the handicaps, and then when they have the handicaps on him. Once you answer these, then you're going to be using that in your next step. So do this part first. Now, you maybe want to do question number 3 here. What does Harrison say to the audience once he breaks into the studio? What might this symbolize? And I expanded this a little bit to help you on the essay. So let's look at this one. Supporting detail 1, find a quote or several short quotes about what Harrison says when he breaks into the studio, And what does this symbolize in the story? Then your second supporting detail would be find a quote about what action the handicapper general ultimately did to Harrison. And then what does this action symbolize? So I added this part because I think it will help with the analysis. Once you find both these quotes and you analyze them as far as what they symbolize, then you're ready to go back to your outline. Okay, now we're coming back to the body paragraph on the essay outline. And if you completed the last step pretty well and you're not happy with your thesis, I have a more scaffolded frame for the thesis here that you might be able to fill in if you're not already feeling good about it. So this one says, the short story Harrison Bergeron by Kurt Vonnegut reveals that humans' natural, and you can say desire or tendency to or for, and think about what it might, what humans are maybe desiring more. And it says, see your response to level 3 question, and that's from the last assignment, could lead to, and then you're going to see your response to your level 2 question, and that's the one we just talked about. So what kind of world would happen? Like what happened that was unfortunate in the Harrison Bergeron based on how you responded to the questions. And then you'll write as evidence through the symbolism. So this is your thesis, and then you're going to come here and it says topic 1, restate the topic from your introduction, and you're basically restating your thesis here. You don't have to say all the part about the title and the author, but you can rephrase it. And I have an example on my outline that can help you. So if you look at mine, I have my thesis here. Here is the frame. And I just switched some things around, some words around, and I used some synonyms, and I came up with Vonnegut's use of symbolism throughout his story supports how this drive for equality has diminished many of the pleasures of life. You are going to take your thesis and revise it a little bit and turn it into a topic sentence. Once you've done that, when you come to this, I want to just confirm that you understand how this works. There are 2 supporting details. Each supporting detail has 3 parts to it. It has the context, and here are some examples of how you can bring in the context. It has the quote, and then it has an analysis. The second supporting detail has context, quote, and analysis. So they're both called supporting details, but each supporting detail has 3 parts. Because this is our first supporting detail, you're just going to write the transition word here that says first. Don't put anything else in here besides just writing first. And as you can see from the example, I just wrote the word first here. And then I came down and I gave context. I had to know what my quote was before I can give the context. So what you need to do is get your quote first. So I had my quote, and I put my first quote was down here under quote number 1. You're going to come to yours and you'll say, okay, I've got to find out what is my first quote. And I'm going to put the quote here before I figure out the context. In order to find that first quote, you have to go back to the step we just did on those leveled comprehension questions. So if you did question number 2, you're going to get your quote from here, because this will be your first quote. If you did question number 3, you're going to come back here and you're going to copy and paste your first quote. And you will copy, and you have already copied it from the last assignment, and you will paste that quote right here. When you come up here, you have to give information for the reader. Assume that reader has never read the text before. So you might want to mention about how the society keeps everything equal. You need to introduce who Harrison is. Anything that you think the reader should know in order to understand the quote that you're putting here. Read through this column to get some ideas about how to introduce a quote. Once you've copied and pasted that quote here, then you're going to analyze that quote. And there's two parts to your analysis. First, you'll explain what the quote means, and then you're going to explain why it matters. And this is where you're writing about what it symbolizes. Everything you're writing needs to connect back to your thesis. Your thesis statement here, you're supporting it. That analysis is critical in supporting whatever you have written here for your thesis statement. If you look at my example, I've got my thesis statement is saying that the natural desire to strive for equality can lead to taking the joy out of life. So I've got to explain how that symbolism, because it says it's done through symbolism. How does it do that? So then I explain a quote, I say what it means, and then I say that with neither of them being able to think clearly for any length of time, it symbolizes the drudgery of a life without thought, learning, and growing. So this brings it back to my thesis statement. Once you're done with the first supporting detail, again, it has three parts to it, and you're done with the analysis, then you have to do the next supporting detail. And remember, with that, you need to go back to your last assignment with the level of comprehension questions, and you're going to come to your second supporting detail, and hopefully you've got a quote here and you have what it will symbolize. If you did number 2, you'll go here. If you did question number 3, you'll bring it here. Then here it says supporting detail 2, you'll just write a transition word like furthermore. I want you to actually, before you do the context, I want you to copy and paste your quote here. Look at that quote, decide what does your audience need to know for this quote to get them to understand what you're saying. And then you're going to analyze that quote by explaining what it means and why it matters. What does it symbolize? I have a separate lesson for the conclusion and another one for the hook, so we're just doing the body paragraph. Let your teacher know if you have any questions.